Russell Scott Day, the Transcendian, and this is best I've looked in a few days, at least. I mean, hell, it's probably been months since I have looked this good on camera. I have been hurting. I've been laying in the bed, and it's really been just radio. I've let the visual be there because I've seen how ugly Rush Limbaugh has been, and I've heard that he makes millions of dollars as a radio announcer, and they keep showing me this guy Rush Limbaugh, on TV. They have video of him talking about Trayvon. If I got anything to say about Trayvon and hoodies, I'll tell you. Don't go out wearing a hoodie by yourself, and if you do, get a gun, carry some pepper spray, and if somebody starts following you, run away. Don't engage with those people. And if you think that they're starting to attack, shoot first and ask questions later, like they did. Don't go out by They had 1 million men walk around in hoodies to protest the single hoodie homicide, is one way of putting it. Well, what are the lessons there? I have hoodies for sale. You can wear them. You can buy them on transcendia.org. They have a little tastefully rendered flag on them, and I say wear those by yourself in bright sunlight. But if you're going to be out and around in the dark, go out with 1 million men wearing that hoodie, and I hope everybody is armed, all 1 million of you, and that way you won't be bothered. You know, that's a lesson about hoodies and homicide. Hoodie and homicide go together. Obviously, many people who wear hoodies commit homicides and are homicide victims. The lesson is become a Transcendian hoodie wearer, and that way you won't be a hoodie homicide, especially if you take my advice. All right? Because I'm a smart Transcendian, and I consider myself a liberal. A lot of people don't, but I don't consider myself stupid. All right? There's some facts about the world that you need to pay attention to. All right? Hoodie homicide is a real problem, okay? So, there you go. Hoodies are very practical. They're comfortable. Keep your head away. You know, it's light rain, they're okay, you know. All right, here we go. I have down here some notes. These notes are of importance. It says energy products. Well, I need to make some money, and I want to be an ethic. I watch MSNBC, and this guy, Chris Hayes, will be on and be talking and be all excited like he's had 1 million cups of coffee. Like he's been drinking Stella Doro. And he's had the whole damn pot of coffee like this. That needs to be stronger. To get the full taste, we need to do it like the Dominicans do, in the condom sock of coffee creation. Just pour that one of the water in there on that Stella Doro or that Cafe Bustelo, and it'll taste better. It'll explode the flavor. Make 1 cup at a time. Boy, it'll jack you up. It'll be good. Hot, you know. Get you going in the morning and run out the door, and you are just ready to face Brooklyn, Flatbush. You know, run down the stairs, getting it down subway station, and you're ready. You know. One time I was getting on a subway in Manhattan. So I tell you, you polite people in Manhattan, they're polite to you. I wasn't in Manhattan yet. I was at the second stop, Bergen stop. I was trying to get in a subway door open. I had to get to my office, you know. Subway door open, and I'm standing there, and everybody is right up to the door, and I looked at him. I said, "You gonna let me on or not?" And they stepped back, let me on. Now that's how civil Manhattan could be. I went like some girl with girl already mad with a purse on her arm, sticking her shoulders in people. I've seen that. I'm a girl. I need to get on the subway, take their elbows and stay sticking that elbow in people and get on the subway. Nope. I was polite. You want to let me on or not? They all stepped back. They let me on. I must have been looking good that day. Anyway, here we go. Energy products I want to sell, like solar battery chargers. I need solar battery chargers all over, and I need solar power panels all over the place. I don't care. Everybody talks about their efficiency. I don't care. It's enough. 15%, it's enough. You buy they need to sell these in the hardware stores here in North Carolina. Around, we got plenty of sun. You can charge up your batteries, and You can charge up things. You need solar panels and deep cycle marine batteries to run your computer, and you need an inverter, a marine battery, and a solar panel in your house for your emergency needs. And you need to have a fireplace or a barrel, something in metal to cook with or get heat when all this electricity goes to hell. I don't care if you've got $1 million or you live in a trailer park. If you don't have certain little essential things that every civilized person should have, well, you're just not using your own, the little bit of intelligence some human being might have. You might have, even if you're dumb. You're not, and dumb people who aren't blessed with great innate intelligence, they can have character and they can do all the smart things. They just, if they want to, a lot of smart people, or well, smart is a word you use for people that take their intelligence and use it. That's a smart person. All right, you got a lot of really innately blessed, intelligent people that aren't smart. I got to make a lot more friends. I got to make more friends. I need to make friends with smart people who are using their intelligence to the good. We're in a desperate situation. This planet is in a desperate situation, and there's too many people. Okay. The other thing is, okay, I'm a little bit off my notes. Okay, I got on my notes. Energy products. I wanted to talk about, because energy, XX energy, is the bedrock, foundation of civilization. That's sociology. I read everything my cousin told me to read. Kate Burhide, excellent sociologist, coined the phrase. I think she coined the phrase "glass ceiling." Could have been sticky floor. One of those. Those are two. She knows. She's an expert in women's studies, and I don't care. You talk about abortion. You don't like it. Well, that's a woman's right. I don't care if you call it murder. Men go out and murder people all over the time, all over the place. They love war. They love war. People walking around shooting each other, AK-47s, love it. Men love war. Can't stand the idea of a woman taking control of her own body, and if she has to murder an embryo inside her, that's her right. You might not like it. You might not marry her, because she's looking at you and she's saying, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. You can't support this child. And I ain't going to carry it out. I ain't going to give it to this world because you're too stupid for me to look at it and say, I want you to be the father. And that's just it. Can't handle it? Sorry. All right. It's a serious situation, but that's their right. You better deal with it. And I just say, in the world of human and ethical behavior, if it's inside that woman's body and she don't want to keep it there and she wants to kill it, let her. You don't have to marry her. You don't have to love her. You can walk away from it. But that's her right. Accept it. All right. Communication products. Telephone. I was glad I did a voiceover for an MCI commercial. I never felt bad about it. Ethical product. Communication products. These phones, they're ethical to buy and have. They help you communicate with others. The more communication you got, the more understanding you got. United States, one thing I still love about it is we in the United States do have a tradition of free speech. We might not like what some things people say, but it's a strong tradition in the United States to have free speech, and that's one thing. Only it may be and it's being eroded. Oh, I was talking about this guy Chris Hayes, in the MSNBC channel. They'll be talking about all this kind of stuff for ethical behavior, and they're talking about all this stuff about fixing the planet, all this stuff about politics, and what we should be doing, and then they'll come on, and the advertisements for some oil company is doing everything they can to destroy the planet. If they were such a great channel, they wouldn't be taking those ads. All right, that's why, don't pay so much attention to them, because they don't get it all right. They're about half right. They're letting you vent. They're venting, but they ain't really doing it all together. Why aren't they just advertising for the same kind of things? It's for the things for renewable energies. Giving the ads away. If that's the way they feel about it, if that's the way they really feel about it, they wouldn't be showing those ads. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. They ain't so brave. Good artists. They ain't artists, that's for sure. They might be news people, the shills, and all like that. I love them. I like to watch them, but they make me mad, especially when they got 5 minutes of oil company advertisements on in between after something else. All right, camera person Nancy Alex, you want me to go on? Have I still got time?
Wrap it up about Thomas Kincaid.
Thomas Kincaid, I can't say nothing about him. He supported his family. I didn't like his art, but that's all his wife said about it. He said he supported his family.
Kitschy fairy tale
Well,
art.
that's not the kind of thing you want to say about a man who just died yesterday. I'm
talking about his art.
I want to feel sympathy for his family. All right, I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to go in. I looked at his art and I said, oh boy. I just say I'm going to leave it where that was. If he was brave, if he was brave as an artist, let's leave it at that. He knew what he was doing. He was brave enough to make stuff that other artists would look at and say, oh my God, if this is what sells, I want to shoot myself. I want to shoot myself right away, or I just don't want to be an artist like that. I don't know if I could, I'd rather be an ethical carpenter than be an artist that made crap like that. I'm sorry. I really have to apologize for that. I feel a terrific amount of sympathy for his wife and his children, okay?
He made a living at it.
All right. I just,
And the Walking
Why are you trying to get me to say this? See, you're not on camera. You're not saying this. All right? I'm going to let you stay behind the camera.
Enough said.
Enough said. You're going to a place that's bad. I mean, gadgets and gear is what I want to sell on a Transcendent channel, and I want to get money for doing that.
We want to
I
sell
need
art
money.
too. We want to
I can't do
art
good work
as
without
well.
money. I can't live without money.
Transcendent art.
Yeah, why? Okay, my book is Homeless Dog, and I might ought to change the title on it. I might ought to have changed the title. That was the title I had on it, Homeless Dog, and I just stuck with it. My editor didn't say change it. And Ed Hedig was my editor. He did the cover. He was my editor. He deserves a lot of credit because that book, his son, Heath Hedig, helped me. I got second generation help. I made $10.54 last pay period. I want people to go out and buy my book. You can only get it as an ebook, so you got to have a Kindle or you got to use it on your computer. But I mean, it ain't heavy and it ain't burn up trees. And by the time I put it on paper, I'll be famous enough that you'll buy it anyway. So, and you'll have the equipment. You can buy it on that phone and read it. All right? I ain't going to put it on paper. Not that one. Homeless Dog. That's my novella. It was available free on occasion. And it's a hell of a story about what revolution feels like. You want me to wrap it up?
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com. I don't care.
May I pan to the
They're
fire?
doing okay. We don't have to advertise them too good, do we?
May I show the fire that I built?
You can show the fire, darling. We're burning up everything
That's
that fell out of all the trees in our front
killed the
yard.
squirrels and the rabbits
And we
and
needed
the
to
baby
burn
deer.
that to make me feel better, to look at the fire and clean up the front
Our
yard.
last fire of the
How
year
many-
on Easter Eve.
How many squirrels were killed?
About 18.
18 squirrels? Okay. I'm glad
But
we
they
ate
were
them.
mostly delicious. There were a couple of scrawny ones
All right.
and one rabid one that we didn't eat.
So I'm glad you
into
got
the
me at a
fire.
high energy point, and we're gonna try and figure out how to put this on the Transcendent channel.
Isn't that beautiful? One match. New York Times. Lots of twigs.
I taught
And
her.
some tree trunks.
I taught my wife,
A
Nancy
real
Alex,
Boy Scout.
how to do that.
A Transcendian forever.
Okay, I hope this daggone. I hope you shot this so it comes out horizontal.